Okay. Welcome everyone. Remember, I have told you to actually buy today. This is actually 1st of July, and this is a live trade which we are doing. And today we are expecting a setup which is called a failed auction to arrive. So yesterday I had actually explained you about the failed auctions, and today we are seeing that actually occurring here. Now, what exactly is a failed auctions? I had told you, and we were expecting. So this is the initial balance, okay, and exactly it broke this, and it got rejected. Okay, so this is the perfect place for us to have our setup of failed auction, and the expectation is now it will test the high, and probably it may go a little more higher than this also. Okay, and this is in Nifty. In Bank Nifty, it is looking much more stronger. So that is the reason I told you go with Bank Nifty. And look at this, it has already broken this. Okay, now let's see if we have any big delta. Big delta is not there. Okay, big delta is not there in Bank Nifty. Okay, we are getting some buying, and this was that big sell order. After that it got rejected. So this was what actually is happening now. See, if we start trading above yesterday's high, that will be great, but let us see what will happen today, because today Reliance is down. That is the biggest challenge. I did not see Reliance going down. Otherwise I would have told you morning we could have shorted, we could have made some good money. I was looking at Bank Nifty, it was so resilient, it was not coming down. So that is the reason I was actually more interested to see now immediately for us, this is our target. Okay, it should fill this gap. After filling the gap, if it actually tries to, if we don't get big buying, we can actually look at exit, because that is a big challenge here. Okay, so we have to see what actually is going to happen at that level. And here actually the gap has to get filled even here in in Nifty 730 or something. It has to go 730, 750, it can go here. Actually it has to come till this it has already, there is no actual gap. This is okay till this 350. So another 100 points is something which we are looking immediately. Let us see what happens there. So currently, if you also look at the option chain, remember our what we actually have told you earlier also. Look at where is our 15,700. Sorry, where is it? Where is 15,700? See, look at 15,700. Highest volume is there here in the put as well as call. Okay, so the expectation is 15,600 was the lower expectation. Higher expectation is maybe 15,750 or 800. 750 could be probably a place where it will take resistance. So be careful there. And let us look at what is happening with the Bank Nifty part. Bank Nifty. See, look at both of them actually is okay. This is actually PCR is much better. That is the reason why I was telling you Bank Nifty will be a better choice. Okay, so let us see what is happening here. We have good PCR here, good here. Okay, highest volume. So 33,500 is the level where we may actually have a challenge. See, 33,500, look at this. Let me tell you what actually is the reason for this. See, look at this. This is where we had a gap down, right? This is where we had a gap down. Okay. Now in this gap down, 33,500 was a very important level. Yesterday also I was telling you this. So this is going to be a very important resistance. Staying above this only can take Bank Nifty higher. If it is not able to do that, it can face rejection there. So for us, another 100, 200 points is there in Bank Nifty. We will look at that, and once we can probably exit and see. Okay. Look at the bounce which it gave. So I was telling you right in the morning, but I did not see Reliance. If I had seen Reliance is so much down, morning we could have made some killing. Because see, we got some big selling in Bank Nifty, but nothing was happening in Bank Nifty. It did not break the lows. But in Nifty also we got some big selling. After that, it was also not doing much. So I was not very sure of it. So I did not tell you anything. But then suddenly it started falling very badly. See here, what is happening is what we are seeing is something like a open rejection reverse in this case. Okay. For that to continue, most important thing is this has to hold 33,500. This needs to hold. Okay, let us see what is happening with Bank Nifty. Where is our highest open interest? Highest volume. Highest volume. Okay, 33,000 was there. Input, let us come to bank. Okay. Here is the highest volume, 33,500. I think by that time it is already 500 points, already the range is over. So we need big buying there. If we get some big buying, then we can see some more upside. Otherwise, I think 33,500 to 600 is anyway important resistance levels. There we need to be careful. We need to actually either book profits or we need to strictly keep the stop loss there, because there it is difficult. And since today this move could be because Reliance had gone down too much, it might have got some bounce from there. Okay, but still the major thing today we have broken the important level. So now 60, this 650, 700 should act as a resistance. Okay, let us see what is happening here. Okay, Reliance is 5% down. Very bad. Okay. At the upside, actually, we will still have a selling pressure, guys. So be careful. So Bank Nifty, let us see. Bank Nifty should actually at least come till here, 350. This is our first target. So only because Bank Nifty is strong, that is the reason we have taken this trade. Now, if Nifty will see, Bank Nifty should give support, only then Nifty will move up. Because when Reliance is 5% down, this bounce is mainly a technical bounce. Don't think that actually now again it will go up and all. Because bank and the thing is, we have actually we were expecting the market to move up towards the 16,000 was because of Reliance, and now Reliance only has actually collapsed. So now our expectation that we will go towards 16,000 is now actually dim. Now this 16,700, 750, all these things, which was actually a support it was giving, that will act as a resistance now. Okay. So as long as we are getting this green candle, we can continue to hold. If that actually fails, because see, this is clearly a open rejection reverse kind of a setup which we are seeing, and in this is a normal day setup. See, normal day setup is wide initial balance, and the whole day it will rotate inside this range only. It may not go down much also, it may not go up also. It will be entire day, it will be in this range. Okay, this is for Nifty. I did not ask you to do in Nifty because Nifty is still a trouble because Reliance is actually down. Okay. Bank Nifty is the one which can actually take the market up. And the reason why you are seeing that upside is only because of the Bank Nifty. Now, Bank Nifty will face resistance at 33,500 to 600. That is the level which it is bigger resistance. Now, this is another, after filling the gap, we need to see what is this going to do. Here is our first immediate target which we are expecting it to happen. So let's see if there is any, there's no big selling which is actually happening here. And this move, whatever you may be seeing, this is because they don't want you to short. See, so they will actually try to hunt all the stop losses. because all the guys who have actually shorted today, looking at that breakdown, they want to actually ensure that all your stop losses are triggered. Okay. So here there is a failed auction clearly. This is clearly a failed auction. Okay. So in that case, this should move up, and if it has to move up, this has to move up. Without this moving up, there's a dim chance for that. And overall, if you see Bank Nifty, though there is some negative delta, it has not actually really affected Bank Nifty. And we are now inside yesterday's range. Okay. For Bank Nifty, we are inside yesterday's range. We are already inside that range. But in case of Nifty, that is not the case. In case of Nifty, we are still below yesterday's low, below all the things. See, because here we are, this is the value area low for yesterday. But okay, I think we should actually come back there. And look at this, VIX has not actually gone up. This is another thing. VIX should have gone up, right? It is not going up. So let's see how actually market is going to see. When there is a failed auction which happens, generally market will try to reverse, and technically also that 15,500 is a very strong support. So from that perspective also, it should actually help. So hopefully we should at least go and fill that gap. That is what we are expecting. Maybe somewhere around 15,750 range we should go, 730, 730 to 750. That is the expectation for Nifty. And if that has to happen, our Bank Nifty has to go till 33,500. Otherwise, it is not possible for Nifty to go up. Okay, some negative candle, but there's no big delta here. And even in Nifty, there's nothing big which is happening here. See, we could have taken trade here, but it would have been little more riskier. So that is the reason I actually asked you to take the trade here. Okay, it may be trying to do a CIP here. Okay. See, from the beginning, Bank Nifty, if you see the big selling, whatever you are seeing there, that actually came here. Okay, and after that, there is no big delta. And after that, if you see prices are only going up, that means there is a positive delta divergence. Okay, so the positive delta divergence is there, and now it is actually trying to move up. Now let's see till where it is going to take this. And on top of that, this is a very important support, 33,000 to 32,800 to 33,000. That is a very strong support. And because of that only, it was able to go till 34,000. Now let's see till where now it can go. So if it can go a little bit higher, it is great. Till where it will go, we will see. Okay, now if you see, Nifty is trying to somehow hold this 15,600. So almost 100 points move it has actually done, and it is trying to hold this, which is good. Is there any, this is still below 40 RSI if you see Nifty. And Bank Nifty is actually above 40 RSI. It is trying to do a CIP right now. And if you see here, VIX is down. Market is down with all these things. VIX is down. That is the complete different thing. And VIX is down from the morning. It went up a little bit when the prices dropped, but later on it has been in the minus only. Let's see. I hope actually now things should improve. Nothing much is happening here. Let's see till what it wants to do. See, remember I had told you for almost 3 months they had actually kept the market between 15,500 to 15,900. So the bulls may try to do that again. Okay, they may try their best to do that. Now, if you look at the FII short data, it is showing extremely negative data. So they are highly short on the market. So unlikely that they will allow the market to move up. At higher level, they will keep actually taking the market down. So 15,900 has been a very big hurdle right now. Now maybe 15,800 will become a hurdle, then 15,700 will become a hurdle. So slowly, they will start actually pushing that further down. That is what is actually expected to happen. So let's see. Okay. It has been able to somehow sustain that selling pressure. So as long as it is going to sustain this, expectation is first is this filling of the gap, and then probably it may come till here, and then let us see what it will do. Will it face resistance? Will it actually get some support? That is something which we have to see. But overall, if you see, the broader market is weak, and this is weak. I don't expect that at a higher level it is going to sustain. So it's important that at the higher levels we book profits and move out, and then wait and see what actually market wants to do. In fact, in Nifty there is heavy selling which has happened. Okay, Bank Nifty not much selling, and I told you, no, from the beginning itself, it is actually somehow trying to hold that particular thing. So if anything has to happen, it has to be only because of Bank Nifty. And if it is going to do open rejection reverse, then throughout the day it has to be on the upside. It should be more like a trending day, except the first candle. Rest of the candle should be negative, positive. So let's see how much it is able to do. Will it be able to do or not? See, for Nifty, it is now going to take resistance at 15,007, 730, 750. 750 is 730 is the gap. Okay, 720 or 730 is the gap. So it fills that. After that, I don't think Nifty has much scope. And if you look at this, as I told you, wide initial balance, expectation is it is going to be within this range only. It may go up a little bit here, but overall it will come back. So it will stay within this initial balance throughout the day. Nothing much is going to happen. No big upside, no big downside from here. So it should stay in that range only for today. Likelihood is very much that if anything else happens, we don't know. Okay. Looking at our options, the highest expectation is 750 or 800, not more than that. And for Bank Nifty, 33,500 to 700 is the maximum expectation for this. But I don't know whether we will go till there also. Let's see how much it is able to do. So Nifty also has actually been able to hold on, which is really good. So let's see till where it will take the markets. And let's look at what is happening with this advanced declines. Okay, this has improved. What about this option chain? Is this improving? 11 lakh, 13 lakh, 600. This has actually increased. This is still low. Okay, there is weak sellers who are there at 700, 750 and all. So even if it tries attempting, it is difficult to sustain above 700. And what is happening with the Bank Nifty part? If Bank Nifty has done PCR greater than 1, that will be good. Okay. PCR is pretty good here. Okay, this is where we have the big wow. 33,500 will act as a very strong resistance. So let's see. So currently the possibility is it will try to hunt these stop losses. So hunting out the stop loss, it may actually go and test the day high for Nifty and probably go a little bit higher than that to fill the gap. Will it fill the gap and all also is not very sure. Okay, look at this. Slowly buying is coming here, though the quantity is less. There also no big selling which is actually happening in Nifty. Some small buying, little bit of things which are happening. Now, actually, what happens is a lot of people who sold, no, they actually will move out. Because see, seeing that big selling, a lot of people who actually sold, see, Bank Nifty anyway is going up, but look at Nifty also. Nifty also, a lot of people would have actually sold only at these levels after 15,600 broke and all. It came down by 100 points there, but again, it has actually taken out. So, a lot of people will be getting trapped here. So, this will actually move slowly down. Okay, there will be some consolidation which will happen. Now we are actually inside yesterday's range. Okay, so since the yesterday's range is there, so we are actually, especially in Bank Nifty, We are in yesterday's range. So we may try to attempt these yesterday's high ranges and all. Okay, now it is somehow slowly it is picking up. So let it pick up. So this is our first target. If you see there is buying only, but it may be showing you some. See, that's what actually you have to understand. The when big see candles may actually look pretty big, but what is happening there is the most important thing. So there's nothing big which is happening. So the market will probably get into a little bit of sideways mode right now. Okay, it will be more or less sideways right now. But what has happened is slowly all these sellers, especially is in Bank Nifty anyway, we are actually trading almost nearby to the day high, whatever we open, no, above that we are opening. So it is actually more or less from the positive point of view only. And in Nifty also, if you see, it has started making green candles. Okay. So what is happening is these guys who have shorted, they have to, they might be getting out. And look at this, some buying is only coming here. There is no selling which is coming. Even if selling comes, it is hardly anything. So big selling is missing. Here also, some selling is coming that is not going to make any sense. And look at this VIX. VIX has actually come down pretty much. Okay. VIX has come down a lot, which means that market has all the potential to move on the higher side. Let's see what is our global markets doing right now. Global markets are still 1% down, but that is exactly at the level where they had actually taken support yesterday also. In fact, European markets actually did something like a hammer yesterday, which is a reversal pattern. So that means at the lower level, they have actually got some good amount of buying which came in. There's nothing which is happening. So it will consolidate here. So yesterday's low was around 33,200. So it is actually around that level only. So it will take some support at these levels and slowly it will start moving up. Now it needs to move above this, then it will go on try here. Look at VIX. VIX has come down more than 1% now. Has it gone below 40 RSI? No, not it. And did our Reliance improve? Little bit of improvement. ONGC has fallen very bad. Okay. See, only when it starts moving above this, we will start getting some more movement. Till then, actually, it will be only wandering here. And I think the CIP is getting formed here. So let that break the day high, then the CIP will get confirmed. Only sideways move, guys. So only sideways move. So now it is 11:10. Maybe after 11:30, we will start getting some. See, our trap buyer setup, trap seller setups, and all. We were talking about 11:30 onwards only, right? It may be actually showing up there. But anyway, right now here, though, clearly at this place, it has actually given our failed auction setup. Now it has to start trading above this 630 in this case, and it has to start trading above this 300. Now that will actually, in Bank Nifty, it is already above the day high. It went above the day high, it took some resistance here, but overall it is pretty much okay here. In Nifty, it has to still come till here. But even if it comes here, I don't see much of a scope here. It may go here or maybe somewhere here, and it will take some resistance here. I'm not expecting much happening here. Here, I'm still expecting maybe 33,500 is possible here. And if we don't get big buying coming in later, then we may actually go back on the sell mode only. Okay. So this can be treated only as a technical bounce. See, today's closing in US is going to tell us clearly what actually it wants to do. Today also it goes negative, then it is not good. If today somehow it gives some positive indication, we can see something can happen. But the things are actually not looking that great from the US market and the European market. So not very sure what the market wants to do. Better actually we do only intraday. Okay. So what is happening at the higher level, that selling pressure is still coming in. And say as long as these buyers are trying to do some holding of things, it's okay. But till how they will be able to do, if the selling pressure keeps on mounting, it is very difficult. And if I look at the FI selling figures, and see, if you look at the figures have actually come down, but if you look at the future things, the short positions what they have is very high, extremely high. So, which is suggesting that possibility is very high. They will again try to go down, and probably there, if they break the previous lows, then I think the fall will be much more steeper, faster. Okay. This is also able to come here. Let it break this, and here let it break this, then we should start seeing some good move. If some big buying comes, that will actually take the prices much more higher. Uh, I'm just actually putting into the group for people who have not been here, and for our option mastery guys also. Okay. Once it crosses this high, you can trail the stop loss to your buying price. Okay. Once we cross this, once we start trading about this, you can trail your stop loss below your entry price. We are almost there. Let it surpass it. This has already surpassed. Okay, Bank Nifty has been doing pretty good. Okay, it has come towards the 40 RSI. Now it needs to sustain above the 40 RSI. That is very important. So there's some good buying came, but not big enough. We need 1 lakh. We still have time. Let's see. Still another 3 minutes are left. Okay, good. But when Reliance is down, if Nifty is getting this thing, who is contributing? I don't see any big evidence of this. So this should be only a short covering. And this should be only a trap. Anyway, let us see. It should actually, mainly it has to move because of Bank Nifty only. But the Bank Nifty also has not moved much. So that's why I don't know what actually is taking this. Broader market are pretty much okay. But again, it is not enough for markets to actually such a big move which it has given. It's not justifying it. So what happens is that let us see if some more big buying comes. So this is probably people who have shorted in the morning. They are just trying to cover their short. Bank Nifty, we still are not getting that big delta. So if you see here, we don't have failed auctions in case of Bank Nifty. We have failed auctions in case of Nifty. Okay. In case of Bank Nifty, it has been showing something like a open rejection reverse. So it is trying to halt there because at the 40 RSI, it is getting some kind of a resistance. And yeah, we still don't have any buying is there, but this is not big enough. So all these are more from the retail side. Okay, what is the high we made? 300. Okay, let's cross that 300. Then you can trail your stop loss to at your entry prices. I think we have actually crossed it. So let me actually mention that. Okay. Now we need to come and test this 350. That should be our first target. Let's see. Okay, look at VIX. VIX has come down more than 1.5% down. It's almost coming below the 40 RSI. Good. Now that should actually take market still more on the higher side. Let's see how much it will be able to take it. once Nifty starts crossing 15,700, we have to become very, very careful. Okay, that is where actually we will actually get into trouble if we don't get bigger buying. And now what is our global guys doing? Global guys are still on the negative side, but they are actually, yesterday wherever they have taken support, they are trying to take support before that, which is actually good. So let's see, will they be able to take support or will they actually break? That is the most important thing. Okay, we are somehow trying to come towards the first target. This should be done very soon. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, some more up move is possible till 33,400, 500 is possible. Because the main challenge is I still don't see this is okay. Advanced declines is actually coming somewhere around 700, 800 stocks. Not very big, but that is pretty much okay. Uh, but the big problem still is Reliance has not improved. And who is giving weightage? There's no big weightage guys who are there here. So whatever has happened is that short covering is going to be a short-lived thing only. Okay, so it may actually try to actually go and break the day high just to actually trigger all your stop losses. Whoever has actually done shorting, their stop losses will get triggered. 330, another 20, 30 points will actually hit our first target. Okay, and the 10 points, our first target is achieved. Okay, what's happening? Any big buying? No, no big buying. Okay, this is just a short covering, guys. This is just a short covering, nothing else. And let's see, this is, yeah, they are just hunting the stop losses. That's all is happening. Once it crosses here again, it may get into some more sideways movement only, I think. See this 650, it has to start taking it up. It will be a little difficult for it. So that should actually uh, halt some movement. And we are entering our 1130 to 130 range, which is more sideways only. So let's see what it will do. Or else till afternoon, it may actually try to by 12:30 or so. Uh, 12:30 or 1:30, till that it may actually keep trying to take it up, and then probably it may go down also, I don't know. Or it may keep it in a range. Main thing is, okay, let's see what is happening with the option chain. Is there any major developments happening there? There love 12 lakhs, 13 lakhs. Okay, this PCR also has improved. Okay, 93,000 here, which is good. Okay, let's see how much they will try. They are actually trying to get the PCR towards one. Has this come towards one? Almost towards one. PCR has almost come towards one here. So let's see. Still, this is a major challenge. Okay, till 33, 200, 300. Okay, above 300 is where actually we will have all the challenges. Okay, it is given some resistance at that 40 RSI. I told you, it will get into a little bit of sideways thing there. Okay, Here also it is getting into that. We have almost done the first target. Okay. Now, guys, are you able to understand the failed auction concept? Look at the power of that in Nifty, where the failed auction has happened. Look at that, it has actually moved up. All the potential to come towards this. It will come towards this. And this is already a setup which we talked, right? This is a normal day setup. Normal day setup, then we have our failed auction also in this. But we took this in Bank Nifty because Bank Nifty was relatively much more stronger. That's the only reason why we took. And since Reliance was weak, I did not want to take any chances. Are you clear? Any doubts in the failed auction concept? Now, yesterday we discussed on that, and today I was telling you possibility is very high. We will get this failed auction and see how actually it has come exactly at the exact levels. So it comes somewhere around the support levels only. And if you have been seeing, even now, see earlier, if you see the huge amount of selling was there. Now look at this, the buying has started coming in slowly, slowly. Now there could be a bigger buying also, which will come. Okay, some selling is there, but selling will not actually make any big impact. Okay. See, big selling comes, then we can see, but possibility is very high that it will try going towards the high, then only any such thing will happen. Generally, when the failed auction happens, it is more like a reversal. So, in the reversal time, it will actually go and move towards the day high. So, anyway, for us in this case, remember what I had told you, it will get into a range. So, the ideally is we have to take the setup when we saw here itself, I told you, right? So you have to take that there. Day low will be our stop loss. Once we actually go above this high, now see it, we could have kept above this, but it is actually, it went a little bit again, it is coming. So let us look at this particular thing. Once it crosses this particular bar, what we can do is we can trail our stop loss to our entry prices. Okay, there is some selling which came. That's okay, nothing big. Hardly 2000. But if you see here, delta from minus 80,000, this has come almost minus 35,000. Here, some amount of selling is there, that's okay. Nifty anyway had that selling. Bank Nifty did not have. Because see, we were nearby to the first target, so there is some amount of profit booking which will actually come in there. So let's see. Let's wait for this. This needs to get absorbed. So then it is taking support at today's open or today where it started, right? It is taking support there. Today, what did we do? 267. Yeah, 267 was the open. So as long as we are above the open, it is positive for the price. So we are above the open and we were above the first 1 hour high. Okay. So that is also on the positive side. And anyway, VIX is negative. So VIX is negative means actually buying is only coming in. See, generally what happens is when they see that when they want to take the prices higher, then they will try to hunt the stop loss on the lower side. They don't want you to come along with them on the buy side. And when they want to take the prices down, they will actually hunt your stop loss at the higher level. So both the things they will be doing. This happens so naturally because of responsive traders as well as our initiative traders. Now, we don't have any initiative traders right now. There were some, see, morning they have sold, and after that it has been going up. It means this is a open rejection reverse what they did. See, from the first, this is the only place where we saw some big selling here. After that, there's no big selling at all, which has come throughout. Okay. Now, generally, I have told you earlier also, whenever they want to buy, they will first sell, then they will buy. So this could be one of the things which they have been doing here. And anyway, for Bank Nifty, if it really has to do, it has to actually hold above this 34,000, 34,200. That level is very, very crucial right now. And that is now the major resistances will come at 33,600, 33,800, that levels. And currently 32,000, 33,000, 32,800, all those things will act as a support. So let's see. They are trying their best to take the markets high, but will they be successful or not? Only time will tell. And right now, whatever is being happening, see, till yesterday, day before yesterday, there was big buying which was actually coming in. Now whatever is happening, it is not happening because of the big buying, it is happening more because of the short covering. So till yesterday, day before, whatever was happening, still we could have expected some strength to be there. From today onwards, if this is actually the same thing which is happening, then this thing should not be believed. See, it will give you some move, you will actually make some money during this thing, but at the higher level very difficult for it to sustain. Okay. Now here, whoever will be trading are more of this retail guys who are more likely to get only stuck. They are only getting, they are only going to get trapped. Okay, if this actually becomes positive, no, that is very good. Then we may see some bigger moves to come in. The cumulative delta has to become positive. Till we cross this 650 level on 15,650 on Nifty, and till we actually cross this 350 on Bank Nifty, it will be a little bit sideways like this. But there's no big selling which has come here. Here also, the selling has actually almost stopped. So what is slowly happening is all these guys who have sold, they are getting restless, and slowly they will actually start moving out, which will take the markets more on the higher side. If Reliance would have improved, then that would have actually added some advantage. At least it should have. Okay, overall, look at this. Advanced declines have actually improved. 23 is to 27, but Reliance has still gone down. Okay. ONGC almost 12% down. Reliance 6% down. Anyway, ONGC doesn't have big weightage, but Reliance does definitely has some big weightage. So we are back to the open price. It is just testing the open price right now. So this has to start crossing that 40 RSI, then only that strength will be bigger. This has calmed down a little bit. So some more selling only is coming. As I said, between 11:30 to 130, it is more of sideways. It needs to continue to hold this, and slowly then it will start taking the prices again on the higher side. What is happening with the global markets? Is there any improvement there? Mhm. No, no improvement in the global markets. Let us look at option change. Is there any change? Option chain is still on the side of the bears only. 15,700. The 600 it has improved. Okay, highest volume has got shifted to 600. Here it is 700. Let's see. Okay, it is somehow on the downside only. Let's come back to this. How do we know if big buying or big selling is coming in order? What is the? I have told you, Navasuraj, at least 1 lakh plus in Nifty in the 5 minutes we are looking. 1 lakh plus quantity we are looking, and here we are looking at least for 40,000 plus. Similar to what we talk in our option chain. So there's no big selling which is there. So there's nothing that see, this is just actually they keep doing this anyway. The sentiment has been down, so they see small amount of sell also will actually lead to some big sell things kind of thing. Yeah, not cumulative in 5 minutes. See, because see what happens is these guys who are actually FIs or DIs or whichever is a big guy is a big they don't trade with small quantities. They trade with big quantities. Okay, and it's not necessary they have to be present all the time. Whenever they are actually there, they are going to do it in huge quantities only. So that is the reason we are looking in. See, shorter the duration, bigger the delta. That has actually a scope of a. See, if you look at this, if there is a big move which has happened in a short period of time, then there should be some reason why this is happening, right? So here, if there is a bigger delta, that actually only suggests that actually things are much better. Okay. So here clearly in Nifty, that is a failed auction. Okay. This is a failed auction. Now it is trying to take support at this 15,600 it is holding, which itself is actually a commendable task. But since there is a lot of selling, especially Reliance is down, this is not actually easily able to move up. We're expecting Bank Nifty to do something much better, but anyway, it almost did the first target, and then it has actually again back in that range. Okay, so we are in this range of 200 to 300 range, 300, 350. We need to break that range and move higher. Then actually we will start seeing there's no big selling which is actually coming in here. So there's nothing else which we can expect. And since Nifty is in that big range setup, I don't see much of a thing which will happen there also. We are more on the sideways zone. Tapendra, right now don't re-enter. Let it break the day high, then you can re-enter. It may be trying to do the CIP. Let's wait for this. If you want to re-enter, okay, let's see. Okay, if you are re-entering, the only thing is the stop loss actually will have to be below this particular thing. So, see, it should actually be above this 33,200 only. It should not go down below that. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, let's see. Let's wait for some time. Or else you can take trade only after 12:30. Okay, because right now it is more sideways. So let's wait. See, when it did the first target itself, uh, we were expecting it to hold, but somehow, yeah, the market is more sideways, mainly because Nifty is pretty much down. Okay, VIX actually shot up a little bit. Okay, but VIX is still below it's -1, which is good. See, Nifty needs to cross the 650. Okay. Once it crosses 650, then we may see some good movement. Okay, Bank Nifty again has started moving up. So it will be in that range only. It may trigger the stop losses, but it will be still in that range. So if you want to take trade, you have to keep day low only as stop loss, because smaller stop loss will have challenge. One second. Okay. So if you see what it is doing is it is just triggering the stop loss, but it is not actually doing anything else. And there's no big selling which is coming. Big selling is completely stopped, but there's no big buying also. So what is happening is maybe some limit order buying may be coming in. And look at this. So this setup here in Bank Nifty, we are actually looking it more like a what do you say, open rejection reverse. But for that, it has to move on the upside. It has to close on the higher side only. Okay, if that happens. But overall, if you look at this, it is only this first candle which was uh, which is the low. After that, it was not able to do that. And if you see, this is where the big selling came. After that, we have not seen any big selling which has come in. So all those are a little smaller selling, which is not making any big difference. And in Nifty, very clearly, this is a failed option. So look at this, it actually again triggered this stop loss. Now, if it starts breaking this, then actually there could be a sharp up move after that. After it crosses this 650, and this after this crosses this 350 plus. Advanced declines has been okay. And here, what about this? The Nifty 50, 22 stocks are up. Reliance is still pretty much down. Look at this. Reliance is 6% down, but index has actually been held. What? What a kind of index management they have been doing. So what happens though this will move up, it will be difficult for it to hold. Okay. So at the higher level, we need to book profits and move out. Maybe after 130 only we will get a movement. See, we got some good movement here, but again it got some resistance is there. So let actually, I think the Nifty that crossing 650 mark is actually what will give us some good momentum. Here will, okay. See, wherever that selling is coming, it is getting bought into. What you can see here. And here, look at that again, we are getting smaller buyings. No big, here also buying is coming. If you look at even Nifty, buying is only coming. So all these guys who have been selling, they are slowly getting restless. And if you look at Nifty, we started somewhere here, and this is second candle. So somewhere here, actually, probably a lot of people have been. I think the selling majorly came after this 650 plus levels only. So above the 650 levels is where it will give some good move. I don't know why Bank Nifty generally gives much better move than Nifty. Nowadays, actually, Bank Nifty is more in a range. It is not giving some clear movements only. Hopefully, now it should start doing it. Let's see. Okay. Okay, look at VIX. VIX has actually come down almost 2%, 1.5% down. VIX has cooled down quite a lot. In fact, when the market is down, VIX should have been on the higher side. So that is a divergence there also. Did we cross the 40 RSI? We are about to cross the 40 RSI in Nifty. Okay. So Bank Nifty is facing some resistance around the 50 RSI kind of level. And I think once we cross that, both of them actually should do pretty well. Okay. So it is trying again to move higher. Let's see. Okay, this has started moving above the 40 RSI. Okay. Look at this, the slowly buying is actually emerging. Still nothing big happening, but slowly some buying is there. Here a little bit of selling is there still in Bank Nifty, but overall it is still okay. See, this needs to still improve. If it doesn't improve, holding on to these gains is not easy. This should be more than 1,200 plus. And this also needs to improve. We need some big weighted stocks in the top gainers. Okay, this is 24 is to 26. Okay, let's see, is there any other stock which is having some big weightage? Axis Bank, HDFC is there, 0.5%. Tech Mahindra is there, 0.5%. Okay, that is why it is giving some amount of weightage. So let's see. So we need some amount of, hopefully, if this moves, some short covering will come, some 6% and all down. The Reliance is not really good. 6% down. still there. See, it has actually support coming in only at 2300, 350 levels. So maybe Reliance is going to be still down. So 12:10, maybe that's what 12:30 is where our European markets and all, we will start seeing them open. And what is the futures? Okay, futures have improved in US. Here also, here it's okay. I think big. Okay, if the futures are going to improve here, I think that will actually give additional advantage for us. See, yesterday, though it came down at the lower level, it took support, something very similar to what our markets are doing. So it has actually now, looking at the charts, it is nearby to that low. Again, it is trying to take support. If that does, and today it closes positive, then there is some hope. But anyway, today we will not hold any positions. Let's not have any tensions. Anyway, 2 days is holidays. Monday only we will open. No need to hold any positions. Nothing big is happening right. See, we need that delta, cumulative delta to actually become positive. Then actually there could be some good move which we can expect in Bank Nifty. Nifty anyway, it is not possible because say almost 5 lakh plus contracts are there. Huge selling actually has come. And let's see when was that huge selling which came in. The very first selling, I think this is the time where look at the time here. 10:05. No, this is the first selling. 9:35. Okay, let us look at 9:35. What is the high at 9:35? So let us take our 5 minute chart. 35. This is the one. Okay. Okay. This was at 15,700. So what happens is that is the place where it is going to defend, guys. So if it goes beyond this, be very, very careful. Okay. So it may go till here also, but we have to be careful because these guys are there. And big selling actually came here. After that, actually, again it went up. So this will not have meaning because from here it got rejected completely. And this probably could be some stop losses. Okay. There could be some stop losses of these buyers and all which have got actually triggered here. And now this is a place where so 700 is going to be very strong resistance. There's nothing which is happening here, right? It's only sideways move, and probably once it crosses this, we will get some sharp moves. Is there? Okay, 650. Okay. We need to wait for this to cross this high, and we need that to cross that high. Then there could be some good move which we can expect. If big buying comes, no, that will actually give some. See, that will be mainly not a big buy. It will be majorly always guys who would have actually put their stop losses. All those stop losses will get hunted. So because of that, there will be some big movements which we can see. So look at this, guys. So this is our failed auction, right? Exactly when this happens, wide initial balance, and after that the IB is broken, and then immediately we have this positive divergence, and we start seeing small buying which is going to come. This is nothing but your failed auction setup. So that is where you look at this, and the sharp up move will come once it breaks this. Okay, let it break that, then you will see a sharp up move. So we are about to break 650, right? And here 350. Along with that, if we get some big buy orders, no, that will actually be a added advantage. See, some people will get trapped also. Some people might hit their stop losses. Some people will jump in at this place because see now if you get some big green candle, no, people will jump in, and that is where they will get trapped. Now, if we get big green candle, we will look at exit. Okay, we will not look at entry. I'm expecting some big green candle to come in here now in the coming maybe in the next 15 minutes, 1 to 1 hour. So till that momentum will be there, we will hold on, and then see, anyway for us 33,500 to 600 is a very strong resistance, and for Nifty 15,700, 730, 750, these are going to be very strong resistances. So at that level, going and buying is actually a big crime we are trying to do. How actually Reliance is down 6%. Nifty from low, it has actually recovered 200, one already close to 150 points it has recovered. 200 points recovery is actually huge, extraordinarily huge. Okay, we are about, okay, 650 has been broken on Nifty. Nothing big, this is not a big buy. We still need more buy. This is more of hunting the stop loss. So it will hunt all the stop losses of these sellers, and then it will actually get into consolidation. So we will not stay when that consolidation is happening. We will actually exit before that. So our first target is done, guys. Our first target is done. We are actually waiting for this to continue here. So let's see, 60,000, 20,000, not much. We need more. But here I think a lot of people will actually, all these guys who are sold, all these guys needs to cover their positions. So they need to exit. So because they have to exit, they are going to buy, and that is what is going to trigger the up. Okay, this is almost 12, say 11,000, just around 11,000 delta is there. I don't know why it is getting into ranges. Still getting some amount of resistance here. Or probably it is waiting for the European markets to open. Still it is down only there. So maybe after opening that, Will it move? Somehow Nifty is only nowadays giving movements. Bank Nifty generally used to give much better movements. Nowadays it is getting more into ranges. No idea why this is happening. Though overall, actually, this has to do much better. Somehow it's not actually doing. Anyway, Nifty is now ready for moving towards the 15,700 range. And the Bank Nifty should now actually go towards the 33,500 range. This has a better RSI right now, 51 RSI here. Okay, now it is slowly coming. Nifty definitely giving a good green candle. Somehow this is still in that range only. It is not moving out. It needs to move out of this range, then only we can see some good movements. Okay, if you see, almost it is, the delta has almost come to minus 5,000. Still that selling pressure is there. Still it is not actually completely, so that's, it needs to start trading above this 350 level. Here also it actually came back to that. Let's see. I think it has to move, then only actually Nifty will also get that movement. Well, VIX has come down almost 2% down, which is good. Coming below 60, below 40 RSI, which is again good. Somehow they keep testing our patience. Oh, look at this. In Nifty also, we are getting good amount of delta is getting moved out. And what is happening here with our advanced declines? 859, good. So more stocks are actually giving support. And what about here in the Nifty 50? 25, 25. This is still there. Oh God, how much patience it is going to test. Okay, now it needs to comfortably trade above this 350, 33,350. So still that, see, if you look at the selling figures are nothing big. Hopefully now it should. So we are making some small profit, but if that big move come, then we will make some good profits. Okay, yes. Somehow Bank Nifty is not giving movements only. So again, it has got stuck in a range. Let's see what's happening in the option chain. Is there any change? Okay. Here also PCR has improved in Nifty. Okay. Here that more than 1 lakh was there. This has come down. Okay. This has come towards 95,000, which is good. For 10 lakh, good volume. Here only we have the highest volume. Okay. Nifty is pretty okay. And what about Bank Nifty? Did it go beyond one? Yes, PCR has gone beyond one for Bank Nifty. Okay, now 33,300 also, this is improved. Now it's mainly at 33,500 where there is a good. Okay, but still it is not helping. Somehow our Bank Nifty is a big problem. PCR has gone beyond one also. Then also, maybe they are doing that stop loss hunts for at the lower level. They are not allowing people to This is more of a stop loss and only. Anyway, around 7,000 negative delta is there. So let's see. They are not allowing to, especially in options. The problem is when this again and again that gets into a range, no, our option premiums won't increase. That's the main problem. But anyway, they have been making, if you look at the lows, they have been making higher lows, which itself looks good. That it trade comfortably about the 33,350. So if you see, every time that selling has come, it has actually got bought into. So Bank Nifty looks pretty much stronger. In fact, Nifty is also in that range only. Okay. Both of them needs to comfortably break that, and if the big buying comes, then actually things will be much easier. Otherwise, this keeps happening. If big buying comes, no, there will be some sharp up moves. Otherwise, this up, down, up, down, up, down may continue. Okay. So Nifty only is doing pretty well in spite of so much of selling pressure and all. Okay. Hopefully now it should move up. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it has attempted one, two, three times. Three times it has attempted. This is the fourth time it is attempting. Generally, fourth time it generally becomes successful. Okay, again and again it is trying to go up the possibilities again anyway on the upside only. Okay, come on. So still okay. We are almost hardly 3,000 negative delta there. Nifty has again started moving above the 650 level. And that will also get more strength when this will do, because this is the most important thing. See, it is giving so much of resistance, but once actually it moves up, so let us look at to average range. So almost 300 to, okay, we have scope to go till minimum of, it should go at least till 450, 500. So if you look at the average range for Nifty is actually almost done. For Bank Nifty, we still have scope because it has gone down almost 200 points, Nifty. Now, again, from the bottom, it has moved up almost 150 points. For Bank Nifty, we have hardly done how much? 200, 220 points, 250 points, maybe nothing. So Bank Nifty somehow for the last few days, it is actually in a very narrow thing, almost 200, 300 points is not actually moving. Uh, the levels actually, if you look at the whole thing, Nifty actually does trade in 100, points. It is actually easily able to do 200. However, Bank Nifty is not able to do its regular 355 and 500 is its normal range. That itself it is not doing. Hopefully, if it does today, it will be a good thing. We will make some great profits. Let's see. And now this is the only thing which can help Nifty to move up. Nifty actually may not be easy for Nifty to move up further. It has already moved up too much, if I have to tell you. With no big support from the heavyweights, if it has moved up so much, that itself is commendable. Now, Bank Nifty only has to help it. If it has to move further higher, it has to because of Bank Nifty only. Otherwise, it keeps trying, it will fail. Okay, Bank Nifty has come to positive delta, guys. Okay, from negative delta, it has come to positive delta. That is another good positive thing. and it has done PCR greater than 1. That is also good positive thing, but somehow it is not able to surpass this. That is not good. It has to surpass this. See, it should go towards 450 to 500. 450 is something where our yesterday's close has happened, and 500 is where the major resistance will start. I don't know why it is having so much of trouble going beyond that. Global markets are still down only. And that is one of the major reason why our markets are unable to perform. It is actually coming back towards the place where yesterday it has taken the support. So should we hold or not? All depends on what will happen now. See, if we break it, great. If we are not able to break this, then I think we should rather exit our positions. Things are not really working well. Somehow it is unable to do means it is better that we exit the trades. I will exit my trades. I will not hold the trades, guys. Okay. So let me just actually exit my trades and let us see if we have to take the trade. Or we have to stop. 1 second, let me. It should not break 33,300. If it is trying to break that again. So somehow I'm not getting comfortable here. It's not doing anything, it is only wasting time. So I'll actually other book profits and wherever we are making. So honestly, why should we get into loss? Just a minute, guys. I'll actually come back to you once I exit my trades. Let us book profits, whatever we have made. Let's not actually get stuck here, because it is supposed to move, but if it is not moving, that means there is something really wrong. That means the resistance is too big. It is, see, bank nifty will gain strength only if we are able to move beyond this 350 level. Sorry, not 350, 500 level. 500 is the most important thing for us. So in fact, we were supposed to get some good spikes, which is still not coming in. So let's not actually honestly get stuck. And if things are not, if we are breaking the lows of, then actually it's not good. I told you, no, Reliance doing this is not good. So currently I'll be with neutral position. Because I don't want to be with any position and that suddenly gets into loss. I don't want that to happen. If needed, we will take trade again, no problem. Somehow it is still getting bought into. This trade may still exist, but somehow I'm not getting that comfort. That confidence is actually losing out because we are continuously in that range only. And if VIX starts going up now, that is not good. Okay, because see, if now we start again coming back below this open, then actually it is not good. This is a failed option. Generally, it has to move up, but anyway, it can fail also. Now let's wait and watch. See, if at all, if you want to carry, it should not be trading below this level. It has been making higher lows, but somehow my confidence is not coming there. It is not a failure yet. It is not a failure yet. If you want to carry below this, you can keep the stop loss. I have just exited because I don't want to honestly get into trouble because I have so much of accounts. I'll be discussing with you people, and then actually suddenly something happens. I will not be able to exit also. So that is the main reason I have booked some small profit. We have made profits. No, why actually uh, we need not have to worry on that, because if you look at this, Nifty is where actually see it is a failed auction. It is still actually clearly showing it. Now for that, this has to move. It is not moving. That is the only challenge. I can take positions once again, not an issue. Because see, because we are trading in options, right? So what happens is this move may continue for the next 1 hour also. I can take this trade maybe after 1:30 or so. Let's see what actually it does. Because what is happening is here all the indices are trying to retest this yesterday's low. This is where actually all of them are trying. Okay, this is yesterday's low. Somehow it is there. If it becomes a double bottom, it is good. Let's see. Yeah, almost it is looking like a double bottom only. I think it is trying to take support. Okay, look at this. This is actually our European market. It is actually still down. US market is actually somehow trying to take some support. So let's see. As of now, this is still working. I don't see any problem here. Look at this. All these things are actually looking pretty okay. I don't see any problem here. I exited only because I cannot stay in position and also be on the live trade with you people. And I have multiple accounts. If I have to log in, log out, and all, it will take a lot of time. Okay. See, above this high, yes, it is good. See, if we break day high again in Bank Nifty, then we can re-enter. Because see, I had taken all positions in Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty was not moving. See, that is the main reason. Bank Nifty was not moving. And Bank Nifty for the last few days, I tell you, no, it is not moving much only. So since it has been in narrow range, at least one day it has to give some big swings. So if it crosses the day high, I can actually again take the trade. Otherwise, I will actually be on the sidelines. I will not do anything. So there are a lot of positive things which are actually being seen, but at the same time, momentum is not seen. Okay. Price moved, but what about the momentum? Momentum is still missing. Okay, somehow now the momentum came. After I exited, it came. But still, there is no big buying which has come. Let's wait. See, if you are having, you can continue to hold below this stop loss. This below this you can see. Don't keep below this. Keep below this because this can get triggered. This they may trigger it. So you can put here. See, generally don't keep the immediate low. Keep one thing below that low, so that your stop loss will not get triggered. Okay. I will relook at entering this, guys. So what I'll do is I will actually wind up the session because this may continue like this only. I don't see this will give us any big movements immediately. Okay, this may continue like this, but actually it is doing pretty much good. Now actually uh, momentum has started picking up. So it was still struggling with 50 RSI. So it has started moving above 50 RSI, which is good. But again, I think it will still be in a range. It will not actually immediately move. It will keep moving in this range only. Okay. Now see, it went, broke the day high, but again, it is in a range. See, I don't know. Should I take the trade or not? Because see, what happens is, see, even if it goes, it will go another 100 to 100 points, 150 points, Bank Nifty. Rather, I will take end up. I may actually go and take a put position later. Let us see. So right now, I'll actually be on the sidelines. But if you are holding the position, you can continue to hold with the stop losses. And as long as it is continuing to do this, it has all the potential possibilities. Momentum is very slow. It is not very fast. Okay. VIX has started coming below the 40 RSI. That is another good thing. So momentum can pick up. Now it can pick up. Okay, it has started picking up now. It's okay. I missed an opportunity, but you people have the opportunity. You can continue to do this. So now it has the potential to go to, first it will do this 33,450 kind of level, which is our yesterday's close. Then that 500 550 is where our main resistance will come. Now what is happening here? Okay, this is improving. And what about this? This is also improving. So only Reliance is not improving. Rest all is doing pretty much good. Okay. So only Reliance is not improving, and Reliance, what damage it had to do, it has already done. Okay. This is also coming towards PCR greater than 1. Where is this? Okay. 600 it is trying to hold. Okay. 700 should be acting as a resistance. And what about this? It is mildly above 1. Okay. And still this is the major resistance. Okay, somehow this has improved 33,300. It may go till 400, 450. 500 is still a big hurdle for it. So there is a possibility of going towards that, guys. And above that, I don't see much of an opportunity. And you need to look at exiting there. Okay. Don't hold on to the positions. Still, there is no big buying. This is only short covering. This is just a short covering, nothing else. They have just actually triggering all the stop losses of all these guys who have shorted. We still don't have any big buying which is actually coming in. So for Nifty, see 15,700 is the level where that big selling has actually come. Okay, near there only big selling has come. So it may fill that gap. After filling the gap, it is actually negative only. So be careful there. So I will not take any new positions because here risk reward is not favorable. Hardly maybe 50, 100 points I may get in Bank Nifty. Nifty hardly can give another 30 to 50 points. Okay. And that is very high risk because from there it may reverse also. Okay. See, as long as you are getting this green candle, you can continue to hold. If it crosses 15,700, it is a compulsory exit. And this, if it crosses 33,500, still doubt it will cross it. But if it does, it is definitely a compulsory exit. This Bank Nifty is still actually, why we are not getting more movements in Bank Nifty is because it is weak. That is where there's nothing much which is happening there. Otherwise, it should have moved so much. Look at Nifty. Nifty from going down 200 points, it has come back, almost recovered the almost the entire thing. And here, Bank Nifty, though it did not do much, it has still been able to, it is still struggling. So that means there is something really wrong there. So you look at actually booking profits, guys. Here actually it is very risky. Above these levels now it becomes very risky. Or keep your strict stop loss below this 15 minutes low, because we don't want actually, now we are heading towards the resistance levels. So it's almost 33,400 level we have come. Okay. And here also 15,680. Okay, almost toward the day high. So this is typically our, see, look at the failed auction thing which happened. We have got a decent move already, and it can go till here also. See, don't expect to actually stay till the last. It becomes very difficult. Sometimes actually, if it misfires sometime, it becomes very difficult. So this is our initial balance. Okay. And if you look at this initial balance, based on this wide initial balance, the expectation is a normal day. Normal day, what happens? It will stay within this initial balance only. So it may come towards it. It may go and break this or may not do that, or somewhere here only. It may stay within this range only. Okay. Don't expect any extraordinary things to happen here. See, though it is actually positive, it is moving up, let it go up. Wherever it goes, as long as green candle is coming, you can stay there. If there is anything which is actually stuck somewhere, just exit out and move out. We're still not getting any big delta here. So this delta is not something which is just a short covering which is happening here, nothing else which is happening. So we have actually come towards this, what do you say, almost towards the day high. So the second target is also done. Okay. I was telling you, no, yesterday's close, it will come, that is done. Now, maximum scope it has is another 50 to 100 points for Bank Nifty. And this has another maybe 10, 20 points, 20 points to maybe 50 points, it is still there. Nifty is doing pretty good. But again, there is no big buying. This is not a big buying, guys. So as long as that green candle is there, you can continue to hold. Oh, fantastic. It gave a good move now. Okay, it is coming towards the 60 RSI now. Okay. So start looking at booking profits. Look at the exit strategy which we have discussed in options mastery. Maybe in the next 5 minutes, you should actually look for exit. So 450 is also done. Now we are actually 500 should be the max target which we are actually looking for. Beyond that, don't actually expect, guys. Beyond that, going is difficult for this. Okay, we are almost near the 60 RSI. Be careful. Look for booking profits. Don't wait till the entire end at all. Okay, this also has actually pretty much almost near the place where actually the big selling came. Okay, Nifty is somewhere where there is there. It may go up a little more higher from here, no doubt. See, if we get a big delta, then probably we can continue to hold. Otherwise, it may go up, it will actually stagnate for some more time, and then there will again, it will come back and close on the negative side only. Start looking for booking profits, guys. I hope you made some good money today. Though I made small money, I had to exit because I had to be here, means I had to stay there. Were you able to make some good money? And look at the failed auction, it has given you good profits here. And this has also done the what do you say, the open rejection reverse only. Okay. Okay, after that you did not enter the Pendra. Okay, anyway, sometimes it happens. Okay, this is almost at the high. See, I also made small money. I was actually telling you I will exit only when that big green candle come, but I also lost patience and I had to stay here in the live trade. That becomes a challenge for me. Otherwise, I would have taken the entry exit also very fast. Okay. Okay, I think we are done here. No more trades right now. If it crosses here and it fails, then actually we can actually go for the put again. Okay. For Bank Nifty also, at this, okay, let us look at this. What is happening in the, there's nothing we can, Bank Nifty better to be avoided. look at Nifty. Nifty has made a pretty good move. And VIX has come down pretty much. Okay, now if the VIX increases, then actually we can look at the taking puts. Okay, I hope you have exited this. I'll actually wind up this session, guys. I hope this has helped you to understand the open rejection reverse and the uh, what do you say, the failed option setup. Clear? Any doubts any of you have, you can ask me. Otherwise, we will wind up this. I'll put all these videos which we have done live trades where things have clearly seen. Okay, so you can actually watch this in your free times, and this can be an added advantage for you for learning. Okay, any doubts? Okay, so I'll wind off this session, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.